welcome to episode 23. I'm running out of money. That's fine. I have extended the trolleybus line so that it actually reaches this trolley stop. And now, because I already have extra workers, I can use them to speed up construction by a lot. Yep. Yep. That is all working. Brick production it's going. Obviously it could be going faster, but it is what it is. Slowly expanding here using the workers for rollers. Yeah. I might not have. What was I even counting? 600, 1800 people here. But it's kinda close-ish. And considering that each bus brings about 30 odd people, that might actually allow me to keep these factories running. See? All I had to do was finish this because I was looking at what the actual reachability is, and for whatever reason, you see these blue dotted lines. They were showing much lower numbers. For reasons. Maybe because it was disregarding these underpasses. Okay, now the underpasses are done. I can asphalt these footpaths. Really, it's just to maximize the walking distance that I can use out here. Just make this a single big piece. I'm doing sewage. Again, all resources on the side. Just need to let the workers. You are going, I guess. Where are you going? Ah, swimming pool. Why not? Eventually, the goal will be that this trolley stop will supply workers only to these industries, or primarily. Yeah, the major money thing is just the railway, which is now mostly done. Just need to do this crossover and connect it out there. This, again, just a matter of delivering workers, which they're doing 2 workers at a time for some reason. It is what it is, but it's not like it's urgent. I mean, it's still only September. Plenty of time, and I don't think I'll be able to actually afford any farming implements, equipment, vehicles. Yep. Once the footpaths are done, I will put whatchamacall them, prefab panels on this road, then this road, then just the 2 connecting pieces, and then I can start working on the actual buildings. That should improve my what do you call it? Financial condition. Yep, I've finished the this. What do you call it? Distribution office. Move the temporary one over there. Uh, and yeah. Also, once this railway is finished, there's part two to it, which is giving it the electrification, which that's not cheap either. Uh, Hopefully, though, I will be able to produce my own. Now, when it comes to getting more workers, I've been actually thinking of expanding this embankment and putting more residential housing on it. Something a little bit higher density, but that would be like a last resort sort of thing. Because I still wanted to put some kind of a harbor in here. If nothing else, than to export the electronic component, or not even export, just move them about. But they are kind of low volume, so we can even do it with aircraft. Once I finish building this, which isn't going to be cheap either. Okay, maybe a little cheaper than I thought, but still. Yeah, these are prefab routes. Can be prefab. Control H, Control H. Yeah, just tiny bits of railway. Show you what I done. Not quite. Send you home. Nothing for you to do. Interesting. Traffic jam. Oh. You repairing things. Yep. Good. It's nothing to be worried about. Constantly have, yeah, almost 50 workers waiting there. And then, yeah, the tactic is most of these workers will be waiting on this stop. And I'm pointing on a screen like a dumbass, but they'll pick up workers, offload them here, then again here if they need to, and then the rest of them that's offloaded here will go work at either a fire station or the railway construction office. So far, so good. Yep. And this is fun. There's no need for a university here, actually, now that I think about it. I have set up a bus line that just picks up students from here and uh, brings them here, where they go study at some of our prestigious universities. How's you with research? Oh, we researched the housing. Refinery construction or advanced engineering or steel production? That's a good question. Let's do steel production because we will need that. And we need to figure out where the iron was on this island. There is a way. You just get an iron mine and there's a bit there. I think, yeah. This was the other spot. My ability to disorient myself is astonishing. Yes. We'll see. Next thing to probably do would be the geology faculty research. Once we have a refinery set up. Which we could have and probably should have done instead of this chemicals factory. But honestly, we could still do it. Let's see. Can I, in case of need, put a bust of somebody here? Not bad. Yeah. I'm thinking whether I could put a town that holds like 800. Let's see, this time's what? Yeah, 800 people. And has like a direct bus line to the center here. Which fitting 800 people into a small town isn't too difficult. Hell, I could even put one up here. See how the terrain. I don't think I want them to be across the railway. But it's something that I could in theory do. I'm just checking how the difference here is. Interesting. I could fit two here. It's 200, 300, 400. Yeah, each of these is basically 100 people. So just 8 of those. Anyway, I'll catch you in a little bit. And we're moving on. Finish the roads. And, well, I mean, just standing there. This is actually a good test because it shows me that, yep, I can consistently fill at least one factory with workers just using trolleybuses because they are for 150 workers and I'm getting 100 to 120 plus whatever's out here. So, might be able to do it. Question then is if I'm starting with building two of these factories, I will start building this corner one, but the second one is probably going to be this one just because it looks cooler. Yep, there's plenty of space here, meaning give me more workers. And now thinking about it, I could have just used some of these brick houses and just built them like a really densely packed set of houses. But no, I wanted prefabs because that's the one thing that I'm not actually producing. Am I an idiot? Yes. Is it going to be worth it? Hopefully. Actually, let's take the second one. Second group to build this. Now, I already have forklifts. It's fine. Oh, for this farm over here, I bought some tractors. They will start sowing in spring. And yeah, now I just need to wait somewhere. Hopefully it's going to go decently fast. Yep, fuel, everything. Everything's fine, everything's looking fine. Just I'm realizing that it will cost 82 tons of steel just to build this one. The rest is mostly fine. Yep, 13 tons. It's fine. How's the brick storage doing? 375. Okay. Yeah, I think the only issue there was that I didn't really have any workers waiting on the bus stop in the other town. Which, you know, I'm using bus stop workers to produce stuff. Similar deal here. Oh, wait. Oh. You can actually walk all the way up there. That is neat. Let me see. Oh. Cool. Now, once I will start actually producing electronics, I will need to build this fire station that I've been planning to do the whole time. Also, the research of better buildings is finished, so now I can actually build these super tall towers and just fill this area. If need be. Yeah, also my gravel storage almost burned down because the distance from the fire station is a little bit too long. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Well, they were faster this time. said they don't have workers. Which fire station are you from? This one. Yeah. That could have been an issue. But it's fine. How's this doing? Yep. I can actually turn this off. For now, anyway. Line detail actually. Lap time 200, so that's 50 seconds a lap. And I have 4 trolleybuses on it. Ooh. I will need more trolleybuses. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Just so that I have the necessary frequency. Damn. See how long you're going to be waiting before something arrives. Well, really now. So now we're also running into a capacity issue with these trolleybuses, so that's nice. It will, however, mean that we will have plenty of workers for these electronics factories. The one small issue that I'm not looking forward to is the consumption of chemicals and plastics, which, let me see, consumption at max production 1.7, so it's let's say 1.5, so that's 6 tons, 0.2, 0.8, 7 tons of plastics. Yeah, 7 tons of plastics, 6 tons of chemicals. That is a lot. The vanilla plastics factory can maybe produce that if you supplied with plenty of oil. And if I look at comparative prices, not just that, I also need to look at the, no, not that, just give me the recipe. That's almost 1-to-1 plastics and chemicals. If you sum them up. Chemicals 1.9, 1.6, And electrical components 2.7. Also, steel has gotten a lot more expensive. Now, if I was able to produce my own chemicals out here, it might work out. It might work out on just purely based on the scale. Alternatively, how's the electronics recipe? 0.7, 2.6. Not great. Now, electronics and electrical components are expensive per ton, but their production is also expensive. There's always the explosives factory, which, if you disregard the pollution, can turn a lot of money. However, we will need electrical components for a lot of things. Might as well produce them myself. And that chemical plant that I've planned out here can only produce 2.7 tons of chemicals. So you are kind of incentivized to import them anyway? Question mark. I see. Right. We will need open hole. One of these, and thinking out here. Yeah. See, do you have any funny colors? Not really. Yeah, let's do 1, 2. Let's set you up. Mainly this, and this. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks fine. Still only. Chemicals, plastics. Let's see, chemicals, plastic. Here you will be loading chemicals, plastics, steel. bring it out here. Doesn't need to even be full. And then you will be loading electrical components and exporting them, if there is enough of them. And you will be doing something similar. So go here, load. Plastics, chemicals. Yep. Go here, load. Steel and unload it here. That, and load this and unload here. And it's full of workers. Neat. This needs traffic signs. Let's see if you unload everyone. No. Not the highest productivity. But honestly, this is fine. And he's already... Whoa! I see. I almost bankrupted myself. Yeah. What are you doing? Hold on. Unload. Fuck. Only chemicals and plastics. And 10% is fine. This is fine. Remember, 2 million. And yeah, I forgot to build this pipeline. That would have been useful to have. And well, I'll see you in a bit, depending on how the production of Electronex is going. And there was a small change of plans. The forklift garage only has 4 forklifts, and I'm barely managing to handle one of these, meaning I'll need to add another one. Meaning I had to sacrifice one of the electronic components factories, and I've decided to fill the space in with an assembly hall for electronics. And we'll see how that works out, because also the electronics assembly hall does actually make a little bit more money in total. Like if you combine production of electronic components and then electronics, and also mechanical components. And since I've taken the loan, I might as well see about this infrastructure. It's not going to be that expensive. Maybe except this. Huge oil storage and the oil terminals. But other than that, we could actually start producing oil in there. And see how that goes. Maybe if I stabilize the money situation here. Then again, the longer I wait, the worse the situation gets. Oh, and speaking of this place, what's the piping cost like? Ah, 60 tons of steel. 60 tons of steel. For 8 tons of steel. 18 tons of steel. Yeah. Maybe not. In that case, what other means of making a lot of money do I have? Clothing would have been good if more people work there. Do I have a depot? No. Okay, let's build a very quick free depot. Covered hole. And 4.5. Let's get one of these. It's the right size. Its job will be just to load mechanical components in here and upload them here. Yep. And now I just need the garage for forklifts finished. And I'll see when that's done. And we're back. The mechanical components factory is finished. Load mechanical components, unload them here, wait until unloaded, go. No need for the depot anymore. And let's see. That's an interesting bug with these forklifts. They will unload, but not all at once. Not sure why, but they just do that. This connection is probably the problem. Let's see if anything changes if I delete it. Yep. No. Who knows? And I want you to go here, load electronics. At what kind of a percentage? Let's say 30%. And then I want you to export it. Go. Immediately going to load. Respectable. Probably have to increase it to maybe 50%. Good. We're finally back at decent numbers, even though still having some kind of issues. So probably just do not put things at the house. There are still issues. Just keep it full. That's probably where the issue was. Because now we unload everything. And now you can even go there and unload things. And here, okay, the farm has managed to see every single field that we have out here, and yeah, just in time. Mm-hmm. Cool. I swear I had one more truck. Was it out getting fuel? Yes. The real question is it time to build more? The answer is yes, always. And let's see. All the housing is basically full now. Yep. So probably a good point to start building more. And with that, I'll see you in, I guess, the next one.